there is a whiteboard app inside your G Suite account that you may access to use during virtual meetings. Tap on your Google Drive Staff app and you will land in your Google Drive. As you know from here, there are different ways to get to different applications. I'm going to show you two ways. One is when you tap on this waffle or Google Apps icon, you may scroll through available applications for yourself. What you might not know is that these are movable. So if I don't use YouTube much, maybe I'll move it down. What I'm looking for today, as I go through these, is a product called Jamboard. Up there it is. It's kind of a orange and yellow item. And if I think I'm going to be playing with this, experimenting with it, and I don't want to have to scroll all the time, I can move it up here. There we go. Now I can tap on this to access my Jamboard, but I told you I'd show you a second way to find it. And so the second way to find Jamboard is to tap on the icon that says Apps in your toolbar. So if I move this up a little bit, you'll be able to see that that is right here. In my Chrome browser, there's always the apps. And there's Jamboard right there. Terrific. So two ways to find it. Let's go ahead and access Jamboard and see what it looks like. Again, my waffle is my favorite place to go, and I tap on Jamboard. It's going to open up my account, and you can see I have actually used Jamboard a couple of times before. I'm going to warn you right now that the version that you access through your Chrome browser is a simple version. It's a simpler Jamboard app. If I want to start a new one, down here in the lower right-hand corner, there's an kind of a cheese-colored circle with a plus sign, and I'm going to start a new jam. And this jam is, again, intended to be serve the purpose of a whiteboard. I can change backgrounds, but there's not a lot of backgrounds from which to choose. There is a grid. There is also lines. You can search through here as much as you want and play around with it. Ignore open on a Jamboard right here because that refers to basically like a ViewSonic viewboard. There is a product called Jamboard. We don't have that. We don't need this. You can see up here at the top, I can continually add pages. So when I add a page, I immediately becomes 2 of 2. I'm going to go back to my first page where I have the lines and show you the toolbar over here on the left. Again, very, 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 very simple. Just a few colors of pens and widths of pens. Again, your eraser, your selection arrow, sticky notes, and images that can be brought in either searching through Google like we did with Bing on the Microsoft whiteboard, or I can upload something from my device. Cancel that. And this is a laser pen. If you haven't seen one before, it will disappear. So that is intended to make sure students are watching all the time. It's this very simple whiteboard, and I'm using a mouse right now, and of course you can use a pen or stylus. You can use your finger if you have that kind of a device. Up here in the upper left-hand corner, you can name it directly from the page. So I'll call this sample, and that's about it on Jamboard. I'm going to show you a different version of this same product, and that is the app that can be downloaded to an iPad. It is much more robust, but I cannot load it on my computer. So if you're inclined to prepare a lesson ahead of time and you have an iPad and you want to use Jamboard, you can do